CCR TV, channel of God's love. A warm welcome to all our viewers on this episode of Goyche Tarvotti. गोंयचे तारवोटी भाव भयणांक तुमचे भेटेक हाडटना आमी तरेकवार तारवांचे सिरवीस करपी तारवोट्यांची वळख करून दिवंक प्रयत्न केला आनी हाचे वरवीं तारवोट्यांच्या जिविता वयर जायती जागृताय आनी माहिती आमी तुमचे मुखार हाडल्या. जायते आदले गोंयचे तारवोटी लक्झरी पॅसेंजर क्रूज लायनाचेर सर्वीस करपी जाल्यार दुसरे कांय तारवोटी भाव ऑयल टँकरांचेर, गॅस टँकरांचेर, बल्क करियरांचेर वावुरपी असले. आयज तुमचे भेटेक हाडटा शास्त्रींतल्या आसोलना गांवचो आमचो तारवोटी भाव रोझारियो कार्दोज, जो गेल्या 13 वर्सां LNG टँकराचेर म्हणल्यार लिक्वीड नॅचरल गॅस सप्लाय करपी टँकराचेर इलेक्ट्रो टेक्निकल ऑफिसर म्हणून सर्वीस करता. वेलकम टू आवर स्टुडियोज रोझारियो बाब.
Thank you for having me here.
It's our pleasure, and it's our pleasure to bring almost all the Tarvotti Baos on this program. वो प्रोग्राम जो आम्ही सुरू केला गोंयचे तारवोटी म्हणून वो तुमच्याच पासत.
Very nice of you.
आणि तुम्ही पळय जे कितें कोश करतात, त्रास काडटात तारवार, ऑफकोर्स तातूंत सगळेंच आसा, पूण जायते कोश्टांचोय वावर आसा फॅमिलीक गोंयांत धरून. सो हे सगळें उक्ताडार हाडपाक आमी ही कार्यावळ तुमच्या खातीर भेटयले. सो रोझारियो बाब, तुका विचारचें जाल्यार आयज कितलीं वर्सां जालीं तूं तारवार सर्वीस करताय?
हांव तारवार वचपाक स्टार्ट जालें 1988 वर्साक, सो 37 years लायफ एट सी.
37 years जालीं लायफ एट सी. तशें जाल्यार 37 years लायफ एट सी, 88 वर्सां. तुजी पिराय तेन्ना कितली आसली?
22 years.
22 years. So quite young you have joined Tarvar. Of course, there have been youngsters जे हाचे पयलीं जॉईन जाल्यात 18-19 पासून आसतना. जाल्यार तुवें तारवार जॉईन जावचे आदीं गोंयांत खंयचोच तरी सर्वीस केल्याय ओ कितें ट्रेनिंग केलाय?
फर्मागुडी म्हणजे ट्रेनिंग जालें, डिप्लोमा कोर्स इन 1982 to 84.
आय सी.
आनीक मागीर हांव एमपीटींत एप्रेंटिसशीप म्हणून जॉईन जालो 1985.
आय सी. सो एप्रेंटिसशीप कोर्स तुजो 6 म्हयन्याचो?
नो, एक वर्साचो 85 to 86.
इट वाज क्वाइट इन डेप्थ.
इन डेप्थ. आनी तेमी म्हाका 3 डिपार्टमेंटांनी रोटेट केलो. हार्बराक क्रेन्स आसल्यो, MOHP आनी एक सेक्शन क्रेन्स, तांचो आयर्न ओर
अनलोडर्स
आसले. आनीक वर्कशॉप, बायना वर्कशॉप आहले तेंचे.
येस.
सो देर 4 months ईच.
सो म्हणटच तुका वेरियस डिपार्टमेंटांनी तुका नॉलेज पिकअप
ट्रेनिंग केलो.
ट्रेनिंग जाली आनी फायद्याचें जालें तुका.
एकदम फायद्याचें.
ओके, जाल्यार म्हाका एक सांग, एक तारवोटी जावचो आनी तारवार वेचो, ही तुका उमेद स्फूर्ती खंयच्यान आयली? तुज्या कुटुंबान कोण तरी तारवोटी आसात ओ आदीं आसले?
आमच्या आसोलना जायते तारवोटी आसात, बट माय इन्स्पिरेशन केम फ्रॉम माय कझन.
Inspiration came from your
cousin.
Okay.
He was an electro-technical officer.
I see.
Raymond De Silva.
Sadly,
he is no more now. God bless him. His soul rest in peace. So he helped me.
Okay. So somewhere that vision was there. Munchan turi ek tuka uzwad aylo monache. Bahutli opportunity ha. That you should also try.
Yeah.
And tane tuka help guiding kelo. म्हाका एक सांग रोझारियो बाब, जायते आमचे भुरगे तारवार वेतात, उमेद आसता, एक उर्बा आसता, आनी थोड्यांक तारवार वेचे टायमार हांगा थिंगासर बोवाडे मारचे पडटात. हे ऑप्शन वच, ते ऑप्शन वच, हांगासर एप्लाय कर, थिंगसर एप्लाय. चडशे हे सगळे ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी जे आसतात ते मुंबय शारान आसतात. गोंयांत तेन्ना व्हडली ऑफिसां नासलीं, अजुनूय ना तितली. जाल्यार तुजे बाबतींत कितें जालें? तुका हे ओपनिंग तारवार वचोंक खंयच्यान सान आयलें?
हांव एप्रेंटीस जातकूच आनीक एक 6-7 months आमचे कंपनीक लागलो पोंडा, टायर मॅन्युफॅक्चर, MRF. थंय आनीक एक्सपिरियन्स घेतलें.
ओके.
MRFांत. आनीक मागीर हांव बॉम्बे गेलो. बॉम्बे क्लबांत रावतालो आमचो डॉकयार्ड क्लब आसा. सो थंय एक कोणी जेवणाक गेलो, कोणी एक रेस्टॉरंटांत आमी गेल्ले, ते साकुडांक रांदूंक ना, सो रेस्टॉरंटांत गेले आमी. 2-3 जाण आसले फ्रेंड्स आमचे गांवचेच. सो आमी थंय जेवता आसतना कोण आयलो आमचो एकलो गोंयचो, आनीक म्हणपाक लागलो कोणें इलेक्ट्रो टॅक्निशियन आसा हांगा, फ्रेशर लागून चलता.
आय सी.
सो तो भितर सरलो आनीक हांव म्हणलें हांव आसा, हांवें फ्रेशर.
आय सी.
सो फाल्यां येवन आपल्याक मेळ म्हणपाक लागलो. आनी तेणें म्हाका आपल्याच्या ऑफिसान व्हरून सगळे डॉक्युमेंट सायन केले आनी दुसऱ्या दिसाक ल्हान बोट ती टग्स, सो तेजेर घातलो. That was a good experience. I spent 11 months on it to gain experience on a tug. It's a ONGC vessel going into Bombay High.
Bombay High Seas.
So continuous at a stretch 11 months kele, because on this supply vessels monsoon is a very tough time.
Correct.
Zaite rolling jata and it's difficult to survive muntale.
It's in the high seas.
High seas. Yeah. So at a
oil
stretch
exploration oil and natural gas.
So तुम्ही आम्ही काम केले.
So Rosario, if you look back to that year, whenever it was 80s,
87,
88, do you think this was a God's plan for you? की तिथून एक कोण तरी भितर स्वतः तुम्ही
Yes, it was
तुझे उदीन पडटा म्हणूंक जाता अशें न्ही.
It was
a God's plan.
It was a God's plan. ते सर रांदूंक ना, आमी जेवणाक गेले रेस्टॉरंटांत, हो मनीस पावलो.
सो देवाक जाय जाल्यार खंयच्यानूय वाट उक्ती जाता न्ही. आनी म्हाका दिसता तुजे सगळें अशें कितें घडलें, जोरी तर तुमी त्या दिसाक कुडान रांदलें न्ही सदां बरी, तुमी भायर जेवपाचें ना आनी तुका ही ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी मेळची नासली. सो दॅट्स हाव इट इज. जाल्यार म्हाका एक सांग, उपरांत तुजें हांगासर 11 months तुवें हें केलें, तुजो कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट केलें ONGCच्या टागाचेर. उपरांत तूं एक्चुअली दुसरे तारवार केन्ना चडलोय?
सो मागीर इट वॉज इजी फॉर माय कजन टू, ही वॉज वर्किंग अर्लियर विथ SR शिपींग आनी तुवें तेजे कॉन्टॅक्ट्स आसले, बट ही वेंट इन टू फॉरेन शिपींग लेटर ऑन. सो तेणें म्हाका SR शिपींग इंडियन कंपनीन इंट्रोड्यूस केलो आनी तेमी म्हाका विथ दीस 11 month एक्सपिरियन्स तेमींग घेतलो. इट्स अ बीग कंपनी, व्हडल्या टँकराचेर, बट बेसिकली एज अ ट्रेनी म्हणून.
म्हणटच तेन्ना तुजो ट्रेनिंगाची पिरियड कितली आसली?
तेमी म्हाका टेस्ट केलो फॉर माय कॉम्पिटन्सी. 3 म्हयने दवरलो तेणी आनीक मागीर देंवयलो आनीक CDC केली आनी तेच बोटीर म्हाका एज अ फूल फ्लेज इलेक्ट्रिकल ऑफिसर म्हणून सोडयलो.
आय सी. So it was kind of a very smooth passage. Smooth passage. Am I right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
आणि दुसरी वादन पळोवंक गेल्यार आतां उपरांत तुवें म्हणलें ताणें तुका तेच कंपनीन परतो आपल्या बोटीर चडयलो एज अ परमनंट
एम्प्लॉई विथ CDC. तेन्ना
CDC was
compulsory. So तेमी ट्रेनिंग दिलें म्हाका आनी दे सॉ माय कॉम्पिटन्सी लेवल आनीक मागीर आपण CDC केली. इट वॉज डिफिकल्ट टू मेक a CDC outside. So the company can recommend a shipping master to make a CDC for you.
Okay.
So that's how
so that was even more easier for you.
Yeah.
अशें न्ही. जाल्यार आतां ते बोटीर तुवें काम करूंक एक पावट गेलोय, तर तेन्ना तूं एक नवो तारवोटी म्हणूंक जाता. तर तेन्ना तुजी पिराय विल बी क्वायट यंग. You will be in your late 20s.
Yeah. 23.
How did you feel to make this first voyage? तूं तुजो गांव सोडटाय, गोंयचे फॅमिलीक सोडटाय, आवय बापायक सोडटाय, भावणांक, आनी भायर वेताय, नॉट नोईंग what is there in store for you. How was your feeling or mental status that time?
The vision to succeed in life was something that I had to work hard and to bring my family up.
Okay.
And I had another 3 siblings, 2 brothers and one sister. And so the
driving force was to succeed. And you had responsibilities. I was the eldest one. Okay. पण जेन्ना तूं तारवार गेलोय आनी नोकरेक लागलोय, तुज्या भुजांचेर ही जबाबदारी आसली, तुज्या मनान हुस्कोय आसलो तुज्या गोंयच्यांचो, घरा धाकट्या भाव भयणाचो, जाल्यार तुका तांचो उगडास येतालो.
कोर्स येतालो. फ्रेंड्स जाल्ले आनी यंग 22-23 तूं भायर वयता जायते फ्रेंड्स आसले. सो ते मागीर चिटी बरयताले, आमी चिटी बरयताले.
तेन्ना तुमी संपर्क तुमच्या गोंयच्या कडेन म्हणुया, तूं तेन्ना भुरगो म्हणटा आंकवार आवय बापूय भुरगीं भाव भयणां आसात, तांचे कडेन तुमी कॉन्टेक्ट कशे करताले? त्या टायमार मोबायल नासले,
कांयच नासलो,
बोटीर सॅटेलायट कम्युनिकेशन नासलें, कांयच नासलें. सो हाऊ वाज दॅट?
चिटी बरयताले.
तूं चिटी बरयताले?
चिटी बरयताले.
आनी तुका तुजी मायपायची बरयताली?
फ्रेंड्सांच्यो कितल्यो चिटी येताल्यो.
मागीर त्यो चिटी तुमकां हुंयसर कलेक्ट
2 म्हयने तरी लागताले चिटी,
एक चीट
पावपाक. आनीक जेन्ना बोट पोर्टान पावता तेन्ना एजंट येता चौकटो मेल घेवन. सो आमी सारके लायनीन रावताले, कितें मेल आसा काय म्हणून, चिटी आसा काय म्हणून. बिकॉज अदरवायज नो कॉन्टेक्ट.
सो हो 2 ते 2.5
म्हयने
काल तुमकां हो सारचो पडटालो न्ही. घरात कितें चल्लां, कितें कोत्तात, कशीं आसात, कांयच खबर गमनासली. आनी आतां सगळेंच बदललां अशें न्ही.
एवरी डे यू आर इन बिग चेंज. एवरी डे यू आर इन टच विथ युअर फॅमिली.
यू कॅन कॉल ऑन WhatsApp
एवरी डे. Totally
video
different.
calling करूंक जाता.
Totally different world.
Ata, totally different world, as you said. So since you have experienced the other world before this development could come in, what do you feel about the whole thing?
Present generation is lucky.
Oh, is lucky.
Yeah, of course.
Wherever you have gone through all
these hardships. Yes,
all the hardships.
Yeah. Without family, you are missing. 9 months that time contract.
तो आदलो काळ मोनान हाडल्यार आनी आतांचो लागू केल्यार आदलो कसलो तरी तुका एक उगडास आसा? केन्ना तुका कसली समज कितें जाली बरी खबर तुमच्या कुटुंबान, एक्सटेंडेड कुटुंबान, कितें तरी गुड डेव्हलपमेंट टूक प्लेस, ओ समथींग नॉट सो हॅपी डेव्हलपमेंट, असलो कितें तुका उगडास जाता की तुका उपरांत गमलें 2-3 म्हयन्यांनी?
कोणूय फॅमिलींत बर्थ जाता ऑर डेथ जाता, कांयच खबर आसना.
कांयच खबर आसना.
आनी मागीर 2-3 म्हयन्यांनी चिटी येता आनी देन somebody dies in the family, then you cry.
Or there could have been one exception. समज चुकून तुज्यात तारवायलो एक कोण तरी तारवटी भाव देंवलो आनी गोंया आयलो, ताचे कडसून तुका उपरांत खबर मेवता आसतली न्ही, ओ कोण मोदेकाट आयलो ते पिरियडीक.
बट मोस्टली हांव फॉरेनशिप्स इनिशियली 2 years हांव इंडियनशीप स्टार्टींग पॉयंट, दॅट इज SR शिपींग थंय आसलो आनी मागीर फॉरेनशिप्स जॉयन केली. सो थंय गोंयकार आनीक म्हाका चान्सूच ना. इंडियन्स जाल्ल्यार 2-3 जाण, आतां लागून हे बोटीर केन्नाय हांव ना जाल्यार आनी एकलो इंडियन आसा, बट रेस्ट इज ऑल मल्टीनॅशनल्स.
म्हाका एक सांग रोझारियो बाब, आतां इतलीं वर्सां तुवें तारवार नोकरी करून तुजी व्हडांतली व्हड खुशालकाय कितें तुज्या जिवितांत?
The brightest thing was when my daughter got into medicine. That was the happiest part.
I see.
In 2014, my daughter got into medicine. She got a seat in Goa Medical College.
Okay. So that was your happiest moment.
That was my happiest moment.
On the family side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your profession side?
Profession side, when I got into LNG, this is something very great.
Okay.
I was in a Japanese company, NYK.
NYK, a very big company.
Very big company, and I was in the container fleet.
Okay.
So container fleet, it was quite taxing because reefer containers asta, and तुवें काम करप, रेंज, it's the atmosphere, Alaska, रातचे काम, even 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, एक कंटेनर पिड्यार जालो म्हणटच आमी तें सारकें करूंक पडटा. सो वी कॅनॉट स्लीप अनलेस दॅट कंटेनर इज वर्किंग, बिकॉज देर इज समटायम्स आयस्क्रीम, समटायम्स सी फूड. So the
temperatures have to be maintained.
Has to be maintained. You cannot let that container die down.
There is goods worth millions of
it. So
can be even
you cannot sleep.
Pharmaceutical products.
Yes, we have spares. So spares असतात. So कितें करून ताका निनला तो उठावपाक जाय.
Commission it.
कितलोय रात जावं कितलोय हें जावं ताका आनी आमची 300-400 अशे रिफर कंटेनर्स आसताले.
करेक्ट.
So then the company suddenly 6 months contract 3 म्हयन्यांनी देंव येयलो. I was unaware कित्याक देंव येयलो तो.
I see.
घरा आयलो सरप्रायज. दुसऱ्या दिसा फोन येयलो, you are joining LNG fleet and you have to go for training in Japan.
I see.
21 days training in Japan. So that was a professionally very happy moment.
Happy moment for
Very
you.
happy moment.
And I think that was what you were looking forward
Yes.
to join the LNG fleet.
LNG fleet. Yeah.
So LNG fleet ek part to join जातोच LNG tanker I think the SOPs are completely different.
Different, totally
Safety
different.
protocol is at the
is
highest level.
Yeah. It's the LNG ship is like a time bomb. You have to maintain a very, very high standard. The controls, the engines are totally different.
Excellent, Maka Rosario, since you're saying it is a very high risk, different kind of SOPs totally.
Yeah.
The security and the safety aspects are at a very different level. Different level. Daler, have you any time faced any kind of emergency kind of situations on these tankers that you are sailing?
Yeah.
Including the bad weather and all.
Yeah, bad weather.
Ek
Bad weather.
took almost LOE 300.
These ships are all 300.
300 plus.
With a breadth of 50 meters.
Yes.
So huge ships.
Huge
Even then, एक पावटी severe tropical storm aan गेले आमी. Every day we get weather reports.
Correct.
आनी आमकां वेदर ओशन जायते हें आसा वेदर रिपोर्ट्स. सो ते गायड करता आमकां तूं असो वच कॅप्टनाक मेसेज धाडटा ते.
Right.
सो एंड अकॉर्डिंगली आमी कोर्स प्लॅन
तुमचे
करता.
course, yeah, divert
So that was all done by deck people, I mean including captain. So he decides which way to go, thinking about all the weather routing. So the weather routing station was also not unaware, was unaware that this tropical storm will change the direction. We avoided it, but the tropical storm changed the direction and it was headed our way. And
So you were facing
facing
into
it,
the
yeah.
face of the storm.
Face of the storm.
Okay.
So आनी Pacific Ocean आमी अमेरिका वयताले. So काडोक सारको आनी we are going inside. आमचो एक बॉम्बेचो कॅप्टन आसलो, very senior guy. So he didn't go down from the bridge for 3 days and nights. He stayed there.
I see.
And आमी इतली speed 25 knots. A container ship is doing 25 knots.
Yes.
So त्या स्टॉर्मांत आमी 0 knots. बोटी चलना. बोटी चलना. इतलो strong winds. हें जाता rolling, very dangerous situation. इतले full
And
speed
you have to keep the engines running.
we cannot stop the engine. आनी ते फेस करपाक जाय, नाल्यार बोट हें जावपाक शकता. सो फायनली वेदर रुटींग म्हणटा नो हेड इन दॅट डायरेक्शन, वेट इट विल पास. So but captain took a decision. He said run for life.
I see.
Run for life. With his tremendous experience, he turned the ship. It was very difficult to turn the ship also and quite risky. So Storman slowly with his experience he turned the ship and turned us back. And then turn us back he took at some point and मागीर दुसऱ्या सायडीन गेलो तो आनी हॅलिफॅक्स कॅनडा गेलो.
I see. So एका तारवट्याच्या जिवितान असली सिच्युएशनां उपरासतात न्ही.
You have to
देवाचेर
पातूच्यान.
आनी असलें सिच्युएशन केन्ना येत, खंयच्या रुटाक गेलो हें सांगपाक
Nobody
जाय.
knows because the
You
weather
may have
routing
the
इतली
best of
best
weather
of the
forecast.
weather forecast.
Yes.
पूण तेमकां पासून धोका दिता.
Unexpected
turn. Tropical storm change direction.
So you have gone through such situations, Rosario, and perhaps that has made you even stronger.
Yeah, of course.
And courageous.
Yes.
Maka ek say, what is the difference between working on land and working on the high seas? Given this kind of a situation,
I think we are still better off.
you're still better off.
Yes, of course. Once we come on leave, we don't have.
You are sounding very, very confident.
Yes. Yes. Once we are on leave, we don't have any responsibilities. We are free. Whereas the guy working on land is stressed out all the time.
You think the men
We are
working on land-
stressed. We
Yeah.
are stressed while on board.
Yes.
Definitely much more stressed.
Okay.
Because with present regulations,
Mm.
we are stressed while on board. But once we come on shore, we are stress free. I mean,
For that matter, what are your duty timings and what are your responsibilities in this post as a
my duty timings actually it's a day work.
day work?
But when the machinery is down, I have to
Then there
look.
is no time frame.
There is no time
ती
frame.
तुवें परत recommission
Correct, sir, yeah.
काम करपाक जाय.
Yeah. I'm basically dealing with electrical and electronic machinery on board.
Okay.
So जायती machinery असता, different types machinery असता. Pumps,
So you are
electronic-
fully
responsible for the electrical machinery. And I have to work together with
Your
the
team.
engineers.
with the team.
With the engineers, yeah. Engineers 4 असता, पण electrical engineer एकलोच.
आता एक 5 वर्सां फाटीं आख्ख्या संवसाराक कोविड-19 महामारी आयली.
Very testing time.
या सो तेन्ना तूं तारवार आसलो
हांव
तूं
आसलो.
ऑलरेडी सायन ऑफ जाल्लो.
No, हांव आसलो.
कितें तरी ह्या काळाच्यो तुज्या मनान यादी आसत?
I was stuck for 6 months.
You were stuck for 6 months.
6 months. 3 months on the contract. I was stuck for 6 months. There, nobody could relieve. Boats are closed. No visas.
So you were anchored somewhere in
No.
outer
We
sea.
were working.
You
The
were
ship,
working.
ship was working, but because the shore needs energy,
Correct.
we are transporting energy. If we don't transport, the shore will affect
That was
this
only
thing.
one sector that was running even during the COVID
COVID.
times. Of course, with lot of challenges that were
Challenges,
faced
yeah,
by
yes.
the seafarers. nahi?
Yeah.
Whether you are on a container ship, whether you are on a bulk carrier, or whether
The
you are
shipping
on a
was
tanker,
running.
Shipping was running.
Running.
Otherwise, the world trade would have come to a
Yeah,
standstill.
standstill.
Wasn't it?
Yes. Exactly.
So, how do you feel having worked during that time, and what was the mindset of your family back home?
They were worried quite a lot.
They were worried.
Yeah.
आणि मागीर तुवें तें कशें बॅलन्सिंग केलें ताच्या वांगडा?
We have to, but one thing was good that companies made sure that nobody comes on board. Agents, this, there's
Sometimes
nobody comes.
authorities have to come.
No,
on board.
they
Health
stopped.
officers,
They
customs.
stopped. They stopped.
They
Customs never came. Immigration never came. Everything was electronic.
Okay.
They made
Online.
sure that
Online.
there's no contact with shore. One pilot has to come.
Has
on
to
board.
come.
So he was sanitized. He before coming on board, they were segregated in 15 days quarantine and this thing inside the port. Even the people working
So
in the
strict, huh?
even the people working in the facility reception guest reception facility, they were isolated. They were not allowed to go out and mingle. They were inside the port facilities. So that was the SOPs.
म्हाका एक सांग तुवें सुरवातीक एक तागाचेर काम केलें उपरांत तूं कंटेनर फ्लीटाचेर उरलोय
टँकर गेलो
टँकराचेर गेलोय
टँकर गेलो मागीर
कंटेनर फ्लीटाचेर गेलोय
हय.
आनी आतां तूं एट अ डिफरंट लेवल
Level,
ऑफ लिक्विफायड नॅचरल
Liquid
गॅस
gas. हय.
जाल्यार तूं आमकां ब्रिफली सांगशी अदीक करून आमच्या व्ह्युअर्सांक कांय गोमोंक जाय न्ही तारवड्यांचें जिवीत कितें तांकां बोट म्हणलें म्हणटच बोट इवन कॉमन
Common.
There
ना
are
common
variations.
ना ते
तितले
common
ना
ना.
ऑफ कोर्स क्रूज लायन तर सोडली
हय, that's a different हय.
दिसतात
हय,
कार्गो शिप्स
हय,
म्हणटात
cargo ships, हय.
बट हाचो प्रोटोकॉल कितलो डिफरंट फ्रॉम द अदर फ्लीट ऑफ कार्गो शिप्स
SO protocol at LNG is a different level altogether because you need special training because the liquefied natural gas is stored and carried at minus 163 degrees.
this temperature factor
Temperature.
is there yes.
Yeah. So you
Minus?
minus 163 degrees.
163 degrees
Yeah. See, this natural gas is taken from the seabed or from the land, and it's in a gaseous state. So, gaseous state temperature will be just 30 degrees, 40, 35, 25 degrees in a gaseous state. But to transport that gas, they are compressing and liquefying it at minus 163 degrees. And the ratio is 1 liter
Mm-hmm.
of LNG is equivalent to 600 liters of gas.
I see. Okay.
So to carry that
Mm.
from here to one destination, this thing to another port,
Other
it's liquefied.
Yes.
But when it's at the end stage, it is again gasified.
The temperature levels are changed.
Yeah, no, it just passes through water and then it becomes gas.
Okay. Okay.
So usage is in the gas form only, but for transportation purpose, they are making it into liquid.
Since you are electrotechnical officer, which deals with the powers and everything
Powers,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Propulsion.
Propulsion of the entire
Yeah.
Ship
Ship.
engine and all. Mangai sang, are the cargo ships, whether they are gas carriers or very large crude oil carriers, have they gone into renewable energy like the solar energy, and to what extent?
Solar energy and wind power, they are just in a trial stage now. Nothing,
Trial stage.
trial stages only. Nothing
But they have
massive.
not implemented this
No,
source
not
of
at-
energy
no,
in full swing.
No, it's just trials are going
Where do
on.
you see in the next few years?
Now they are talking about different energy. They are talking about hydrogen. They are talking about ammonia instead of now this fuel. What we are using is climate. It's, climate effect. We are releasing a lot of gases which are damaging the environment. So they are thinking about now LNG now widely used because it's a clean gas. You don't release anything.
Correct.
And now their trials are going on hydrogen fuel, which will be eco-friendly. No, ammonia, another fuel, which will be eco-friendly.
So in the next few years, there is going to be a complete change.
Yes,
In this.
yeah,
Because what the trade also sees is the cost factor. Ne?
cost factor. Yeah,
Okay.
cost factor is a big thing.
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah. The entire saving is over there.
Yeah,
That's
and
how it
then
worked out.
the climate.
Yes.
Everybody is bothered about global warming.
Global warming.
So that is the main focus now to reduce this global warming because you see floods everywhere, you see temperature, weather, it's all global warming. So and ships are, they are required for transportation from here to there. Cargo has to be moved.
Rosario, म्हाका एक सांग आता एक लांब दीक तुम्ही वियास कोत्ताना maybe it's a long voyage,
Yeah.
okay, around the Cape of Good Hope also, Maria.
Okay, yeah.
And going
Yeah,
up
I
to
mean,
US.
normally I'm
It's weather.
I'm on this ship for 13 years now, which is a project of Angola, Africa.
Okay.
So from there we go
You have to
go
take
to
that.
Japan, Korea.
So you have
wherever.
to take that route. Yeah.
Oh, we have to.
इतली आता थोडे पार्टी voyage maybe about 40 days, 42
Yes,
days,
yes,
45
yeah,
days.
yeah.
जाल्यार तुमकां ते टायमार एकसुरपणाचें अशी मनान हे फिलिंग जायना. Ocean, you look outside on your left, it is ocean. Right ak poi, left ak poi, ocean. How do you feel? Don't you feel that sense of loneliness? And how do you cope with that?
पयलें जातालें
आता तुम्ही
loneliness.
आता आमकां एक्सपिरियन्स जाला म्हणटोय तुम्ही.
पयलें जातालें.
Nevertheless,
पयलें जातालें that.
केन्ना तूं तुज्या नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन पावत असलें फिलिंग येता?
No, because
Yes.
there is now so much of entertainment on board.
I see.
So much of activity. You have a gym, you have TV, you have systems, you are connected to the world. So that loneliness factor is no more there. You are connected to your people. You are talking to your wife on the WhatsApp. Your childrens you can see every day. So that part is gone now.
But it's gone.
It's gone.
So much more under control, you can say.
Yeah.
जाल्यार म्हाका एक सांग, एका तारवट्याचें धर्मीक जिवीत कशें जिवाळ उरता? Just now, a little while ago, you said now that I'm sailing on foreign flag ships.
Yeah.
It's all a multinational crew. सारकें,
yeah.
not an Indian flagship company.
Yeah.
जाल्यार मल्टीनॅशनल क्रू आसतोच तुमचें धर्मीक जिवीत कशें जिवाळ उरता आनी कशें तुमी हें घट करून दवरतात? आर यू अ रिलिजियस मॅन?
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Dharmic jivit amcha on board, you have to keep it in your cabin only. Because it's multinational, different faiths. You cannot keep that, bring that thing in the common place.
Common
No.
place.
You have to be spiritual or whatever you do, it's in your cabin. You have to keep it that way.
तुझ्या या LNG टँकराचेर आनीक कोण गोंयकार आसात?
ना. म्हाका कित्याक आमी इंडियन्स एक वो दोन वो तीन एट वन टायम वी हॅव 10-12 नॅशनॅलिटीज ऑन बोर्ड.
I see.
Different nationalities.
What is
And
the strength of crew and officers?
27.
20.
27.
20 plus.
Yeah.
Okay. म्हाका एक सांग, आतां जोरी तर आमचो एक गोंयकार भुरगो कोण, ताका एक विजन आसा, आय वॉन्ट टू बी अ तारवोटी, बट आय वॉन्ट टू जॉइन द LNG tankers or this thing gas tankers, something like that. जाल्यार ताणी कितें भाशेन कशे भाशेन तयारी करपाक जाय, स्पेशलायज ट्रेनिंग बी घेवपाची?
पयलें म्हणटच it has to be there are a lot of avenues now open. You have to do 10+2 in science with maths. So
Okay.
and you need to get 60% above 60%. Then you can join any engineering institute, any cadet training institutes. This
And
is a lot of
yourself.
prepare yourself.
म्हाका एक सांग, तुका केन्ना तरी पोर्टान वचपाक संदी मेवता?
Earlier there was.
You are only going to terminals which are not on
Very
very-
far off.
very
Now
far off.
in this
Offshore.
LNG,
Offshore, yeah.
I am seeing port on when I get on the ship, and then when I sign off.
Okay, but
So
you
3 months I don't have.
don't have any contact with any port and
No,
land
there are ports, but during port we have
visit
operations.
operations.
Our
Much
gas,
more
we are
busy, much
we-
more
much
busy,
more busy
much
than
more busy.
yes. We are very busy. We
Than
cannot,
the sea time.
Yes, yes.
सारकें?
Because all the machinery is running, taking in gas. मागीर दुसरे port we are discharging gas. So all the
Correct.
machinery, major machinery is running there.
When the operations are on, officers
In
have
this
to be on
option,
board.
all
All
everybody.
have to be on board. जाल्यार म्हाका एक सांग, केन्नाच तुका खंयच्या तरी पोर्टाक देंवला आसतना दुसरो गोंयकार तुका थंय भेटला? Now, a
America-
port may have multiple vessels
Aye.
at anchorage
Aye.
or at docked in the port.
Aye.
They also must be taking shore leave and going.
Mhm.
तेन्ना तरी तुका केन्ना खंय तरी गोंयकार भाव भेटला, आनी
Initially-
तेन्ना तुमची भेट जाता कितें जाता तुमच्या मदेकात?
Initially, when I joined somewhere in 91, I met in Portugal, Lisbon.
I see.
I met a guy from Agassem.
I see.
आणि तो तुम्ही तेन्ना पोर्तुगालाक गेल्लो तेजी पोर्चुगीज पासपोर्ट
Passport इचे.
सो तो मेवलो आनी मागीर तो बोटी येयलो, वी हॅड ए गूड टायम. सो जाता तशें. अमेरिकाक एक पावटी मेवलो.
आयज तूं एक तारवोटी जाल्ल्यान हाव हॅपी आर यू? आनी समज तुका तेन्ना एमपीटीन तर एप्रेंटिसशीप करून, कित्याक इन 80s MPT was a much sought after
Sought
company
after
in
company,
Goa
yeah.
as far as the payment
आमच्या
was
बेचांतले
concerned, job security
Yeah,
was concerned.
yeah.
तेन्ना 80s 90s even 2000 different story altogether. जाल्यार तुका तो एक ऑफर आयलेली, तूं ती स्विकारपाचोय?
ना.
ना.
I had a vision to go.
ओके.
I have seen Asolna. Salsette is full of seafarers.
येस, आनी आसोल ना गांवचे जायते तारवोटी भाव आसात.
Right, yes, sir. So
आमी
I
जायत्या
saw
ह्या
their
प्रोग्रामाक
lifestyle. Okay, it's hard life, but when we come on shore, we enjoy that life. I was looking at
Okay.
that type of life. I was looking.
So,
at. So I was focused.
You were very focused.
Very focused.
You were very clear
Clear
in your mind.
that I have to go.
तुम्ही सांगले आपण ऑफर पासून तो दिल्ली त्या टायमार एमपीटीन आपण घेवचा नासलो. You had only come for the apprenticeship
Apprenticeship, yeah.
and
To learn.
to learn, pick up more knowledge. फुडल्या 5 वर्सांक तुझी येवजण कितें?
I am 59 now. My company will allow me to work up to 63, but I'll see. My daughter is already settled. My son has just completed his MBBS in AIMS Jodhpur, and he'll do his post-graduation probably. He'll try to do post-graduation, and then
Very
I'm
nice.
free.
Very nice. So, do you have that option? Supposing, say, you want to stop sailing and go and take up a shore job. In your case, there are any openings like this?
There'll be plenty of.
There are plenty
I
of
can be a
openings.
consultant. Here
That
and
is
there.
what.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you have openings there.
Yeah.
And you can make up your mind.
Yeah.
Only
At
after
that
you
time,
turn
yeah,
63.
yeah.
So still
Yeah.
you have another 4 years to go.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Last question, Mr. Rosario. गोंयचे आमचे भुरगे तारवोटी जांग आशेतात in general, whether it is a cruise ship, whether it is a bulk carrier, whether it is oil tanker, gas tanker, whatever, तांकां तुजो खरोच एडवायस कितें? कशे भाशेन तांणी तयारी करपाक जाय? शिकपाची एक जालीच, मनाची तयारी आसूंक जाय न्ही.
You have to be focused.
फोकस.
You have to focus. आणि स्टडी करूंक जाय कित्याक एज एन ऑफिसर नाव रुल्स आर चेंजींग डे बाय डे. रुल्स आर चेंजींग डे बाय डे. इन्स्पेक्शन आसता. आतां तूं एक ऑफिसर जालो when you are on port, okay, machinery is running, you are this thing. At the same time, wetting inspections asतात. ते येवन सेफ्टीज पळयता तुज्यो boat, whether it's really safe to go out at sea.
Correct.
So every port, almost every port and the inspection is
And I understand now the duration is also short.
very short.
Very short
Now
duration.
Italy आमची
You have to be prepared. Anytime.
आम्ही 1,60,000 cubics of LNG liquid we are discharging in 16 hours. So total stay आमची 24 hours. सकाळी गेले next morning we are out.
Out, yes.
So with all the operations but plus inspection something करूंक जाय. So तुका focus आसल्यार young people should have focus upon काम करूंक जाय. I have to go that, I have to reach there. So to focus आसल्यार it's very easy. I would encourage people to join because now it is more easier life. In the sense you are not isolated, you are connected to the world.
Correct. So that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Right? It
Yes.
makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. Because you are connected, you are not isolated anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Rosario.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
तुवें आमकां तुजो वेळ दिलोय आनी ही मुलाखत घेवपाक आमकां एक संदी दिली देखून. तर हे जावन आसलेत रोझारियो कार्दोज, इलेक्ट्रोटेक्निकल ऑफिसर. ताणें कशे तरेन ताणें आपलें जिवीत फुडें व्हेलें. ही वॉज फोकस्ड. ताणें पयलीं आपलो डिप्लोमा कोत्तोच इलेक्ट्रिकलान. तो एप्रेंटिसीप पूण जॉयन जालो म्हणटा एमपीटीन. पूण आतांच ताणें आमकां सांगलां इवन इफ ही वॉज गिवन अ बेस्ट ऑफर बाय एमपीटी ही वूड हॅव रिफ्यूज्ड इट बिकॉज ही वॉज फोकस्ड. म्हाका दिसता तरणाट्याच्या जिवितान एक कितें तरी विजन आसपाक जाय, फोकस आसपाक जाय, एंड यू हॅव टू वर्क टू फुलफील दॅट विजन ऑफ युअर्स. बेश्टेंच सगळें मेळना. आनी तारवट्याच्या जिवितान कशे भाशेन तांकां चॅलेंजीस आसतात तें आमच्या रोझारियो बाबान आमकां सरळपणी सांगलां. तर हो जावन आसलो आमचो तारवटी भाव आनी तुमी पळयतात गोंयचे तारवटी. पळयत रावात तुमचें आवडीचें चॅनल द CCR TV चॅनल. देव बरें करूं.